wanted to talk to you guys about a couple of things. And I am on two different cameras, two different places. So those of you who know me for a while know that it's going to take me a moment to get adjusted to both. And you're going to see me do that and look around and be all that. So don't be distracted by that. I want you guys to kind of take a breath and sink in and listen more to what I'm saying. Hear that. So I want to talk to you about some things that I've realized that have happened to me over the years. And I have been what I've titled the strong one. And some of you may be able to identify with that. When I say the strong one is it handles things. And here's what I want to say about that. There are pluses and minuses to everything. And a lot of us, if you're like me, have become the strong one because you needed to. It was kind of, you were put in a situation, in a position, and you needed to be that strong one because things had to get done. Things needed to happen the way that they happened. So I don't want you to beat yourself up, put yourself down, any of that for being the strong one. It's something we did because we had to. We learned how to do it. But for me, what happened was I took that on and I kept being the strong one. And I kept doing it over and over and over again. And it cost me a lot. And I didn't even realize it, right? Because you see things getting handled, you see things getting done, and you're like, okay, that's really cool. But on the flip side of that, what was going on was I wasn't really taking care of myself. I was taking care of everybody else. I was getting things done. And on the outside, it looks really pretty because you can see all the accomplishments. You know, people who are close to me know, like I have an alphabet behind my name of many different certifications and degrees and all that stuff. And I don't really post them because some of those things were a distraction. Some of those things were a way for me to prove that I was good enough and I was worthy. So it's not the best part of me. It is something I accomplished, absolutely, but it is not the best part of me. And so over these last few years, I've kind of settled in and sat down and said, okay, what do I really want to do? What do I really want to be? And I got tired of performing. And I want you to hear that word. I got tired of performing. When I go to work, you have to be this person. When I'm around these people, I have to be this way. Maybe even around some of your family members, you feel like that. You have to be a certain way. Hi, Ma, how are you? You feel like that. And I felt exhausted. Hey, Jimmy. Felt totally exhausted by those things. And was wondering why I could rest, but never felt completely rested. Always felt tired. Always felt like, people like, how you doing? Ooh, I'm tired, but I'm going to keep it moving. And everybody thought that was a good thing to say. I didn't say I was happy. I didn't say that life was great. I said I'm tired. I said I'm exhausted. And we kind of use that as a greeting, and people were, not even a greeting, but we reply to people like that. And people think that that's okay. And people think that that's a good thing. That's not a good thing. You deserve so much more. You deserve joy. You deserve happiness. You deserve to have this sweet life. And we've kind of settled for this kind of mediocre getting by, just making it day to day. And that's not what we should be doing. And that's what I've learned. And during this whole process, I lost part of myself because when I kept doing for other people and getting things done, what wound up happening is I pushed myself aside. I didn't listen to what I wanted, what I needed, what was important for me. But everybody else was handled. So people were patting me on the back for taking care of everyone else and doing things for them. And people weren't really asking, what's going on with you? How are you doing? Because you could say fine, right? People ask you how you doing, you say fine. First of all, fine's not a feeling. And what does that mean? What does that really mean? That you're fine. I don't think any of us, if we end our life, we say, "Oh, our life was fine." We don't want that to be, our testimony, our walk in life. We want things that are good, that are sweet, that are juicy, that are joyous. But we've kind of settled into this getting things done and just moving through. And I got tired of that. I said, I can't do that anymore. Because at the end of the day, I was sitting on my bed at the end of many nights, and I would sit there like, is this all there is? Is this really what this is all about? This can't be all that life has to offer. Because I'm seeing little inklings here and there, social media, all this other kind of stuff, of people really being genuinely happy. I don't mean the people who have the things. I'm not talking about the things. I'm not talking about all the toys and all that kind of stuff. Because money doesn't make you happy. It gets you things. Don't get me wrong. It's a great resource without a shadow of a doubt. But it doesn't always make you happy. And so I had to look at, where's my joy? Where's my happiness? What's going on with me? What's really happening? Yes, and you absolutely have to take care of yourself. Hands down, without a shadow of a doubt. And that's what I really learned to do. And I learned to do self-care on a deeper level. Not hair, makeup, nails, all that surface stuff. But really rejuvenate myself. And really release. That's the part we don't talk about self-care. Releasing things. Right? Because we're holding on to so much stuff. If you ask anybody who's over the age of 40, we can give you so many memories and so many stories of what has gone on in our life and what's been happening. And some of that stuff, we still feel the energy of that. We still feel the emotions of that. We're holding on and carrying so much stuff. And that's what I learned to do. I learned to carry stuff and not put it down. And so a couple of years ago, I said, I'm carrying too much. I'm carrying way, way, way too much. I'm carrying my stuff. I'm carrying my family stuff. I'm carrying ancestral stuff. I was like, oh no, we need to stop. I need to stop. And so that's what I did. I learned how to stop carrying things, how to let things go, how to be better at being me. Not fixing myself, but being more of myself. And showing up genuinely as me and not as anything I think someone thinks I should be or what other people want me to be, but just genuinely showing up as me. And I really have decided to do that in more areas of my life. And so I'm starting again to work with women to help them to stop having to be the strong one, stop having to perform, to get to genuinely be who they are. Just that simple. Not asking you to fix yourself, not asking you to be a certain way. Don't be like me because you weren't made to be like me, but to be yourself. That's what I really want. That's what I want for you, so that you can feel that life is juicy and sweet and fun and enjoyable, because you get to be your true self, period. And it's okay if you don't know who that is right now. That's okay. I had to rediscover it, right? Over 50, you have to kind of figure out doesn't look like it did when I was 20. Doesn't look like it did when I was 30. So who do I want to be now? That's the fun part. You get to keep doing that. Who do I want to be now? What do I want to be now? And so that's what I'm taking on. And I'm inviting you, women, to take the journey with me. If you're interested, you're up for it, and you're like, yeah, I want to dig into that. I want more of a juicy life, more of a sweet life. I don't want to keep surviving. I don't want to keep performing. I don't want to keep being something I'm not, and at the end of the day being exhausted. Come take the journey. Come walk beside me and do this. And I'm offering on Monday, since it is the full moon, perfect time to let things go and release, a circle online, and it's called Lay It Down. And we're going to do a lot of those. We're going to do those every single month. Because if you're anything like me, you need to keep letting things go and letting things go, right? Because if you're too full and you're exhausted and you're overwhelmed, you can't let things in. So first we have to release. Let's get some relief in our life. And then let's add the juiciness in. Let's invite that in. So we're going to do a lay it down circle on Monday online. In the evening, it's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern time. If you are interested, send me a message. Because this is a group I'm going to keep small. It's not for the masses. It's not for everyone. And it's a group you can come as you are. You don't have to perform. You don't have to be happy. You don't have to be spiritual. You don't have to be in the best mood. You just get to show up as you. Imagine that. A place in this world, you get to show up however, whatever, and in the mode that you were feeling at that time. You're welcome here. I don't mind anger. Those who know me know that. I don't mind anger. I don't mind upsetness. I don't mind grouchiness. I don't mind any of that. Because if that's what you really are feeling at that moment, you are more than welcome to be here. Because my guess is there's something that you need to lay it down and get yourself some relief. So please share this video with anyone you think might need it. Share it on your page. Do whatever you feel called to do, especially if this resonates with you. Have a phenomenal day. Really, truly have a phenomenal day. Do something you enjoy today. Make it juicy, make it sweet, and make it just for you. I'll see you soon. Bye.